So about 3 months ago, I opened the door to my home, and this is what I heard. Now, I got to tell you, I was a little bit surprised because the only person in my house who plays piano is my daughter, Tess, and she's been basically playing the same dozen songs for the last 4 years. Do you know Ode to Joy? Anyone know that song? Right, so yeah. So I thought maybe we had a house guest or something, but sure enough, as I turned the corner, I saw that it was Tess playing the piano, and I just sat there for a second and listened to her, and then I looked at her and I said, Tess, you're learning Journey. How cool is that? And she turned to me and she kind of smiled, and then she looked to the end of the piano where I noticed that she had taken my computer, my laptop, and loaded up a YouTube video by someone who I had no idea who he was, but who was teaching her how to play Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, and that she had actually also downloaded the sheet music illegally. We had a little conversation about copyright later that night. But it was great. All in all, I was pretty happy. Here was my child taking the initiative to learn something that she wanted to learn without anybody telling her to do that. And for the next couple of days, she was practicing and practicing. And sure enough, her piano teacher came later in the week. And when she came in, I said, Jen, guess what? You're not going to believe this. Tess is learning Journey. And Jen looked at me. She goes, she's what? I said, she's learning Journey. She's learning Don't Stop Believin'. And she sounds great. She's been practicing. I'm so proud of her. And she goes, well, she can't do that. She's not ready to play Journey. Second story I want to tell you really fast is a story about a 17-year-old young man from Ontario. His name is Mark Klassen. And this is a video, the sound is down, but this is a video that Mark just posted to his blog a couple weeks ago. He's a cinematographer, and you can see by watching this, he's got a great eye. He's a talented kid, 17 years old to be doing this, right? Here's the interesting thing about Mark. He's not spent 1 minute in a traditional classroom learning how to do any of this. He has apprenticed a little bit with some professionals around Toronto, but for the most part, how Mark has learned to do this is through the interactions and the connections that he has online with other people from around the world who love cinema, who do film, and who interact with him in ways that teach him a lot about his craft. This is his blog. He actually did some stuff for NFL Films last year, believe it or not, right? And he's got a great blog where he reflects on the work that he's doing, and he gets comments back from people all the time. This is his Vimeo site, where you can see he's pretty connected. He's got lots of videos up there. And I love showing this little snip because these are Mark's teachers. These are the people who he is engaged with on a regular basis. And all of these people pretty much are strangers to Mark, by the way. Now, here's the deal. I actually had a chance to interview Mark a couple months ago for a book that we were finishing up. And I asked him, I said, so what does this network stuff mean to you, Mark? And he said, and this is a little bit of a long quote, but basically, I love the part where he says, those connections make it possible for me to gain a bigger audience, which means more feedback and more learning. A lot more people are finding me now. And I gotta tell you, I think this is just the coolest moment to be a learner right now, isn't it? It's very different from the moment that most of us had when we were growing up. We didn't share this moment, but in this moment, our kids can learn pretty much whatever they want, whenever they want. And